I have a confession. I'm wearing a wig. You got me. You got me. I'm even poking out my ears so I look nice and cute for you. Very cute. Today, we are actually reacting to confessions. Weird confessions that people have made. Unfortunately, bear with me because I'm not the best reader here. Alright? We're not always good readers. We're not born out of the womb like that, so go ahead and like and subscribe for that. But let's get right into it. I have an intense tentacle, kink, and alien fetish. How I found out was when I was exploring pornography. I learned through aimless clicking on the hub that seeing a tentacle slither inside a woman turned me on. Especially if there were multiple. Oh. Through the same way, I learned I'm really into aliens. I keep having dirty fantasies that an alien would abduct me and use me as a plaything. Alright, yeah, that's actually crazy. That's actually, yo, please, I dressed up as a cow just for you. Please abduct me. Please peg me. What's the other word? What's the other word? Please, prone. Please prone me, right? Funny enough, the tentacle and alien stuff have found a way to work in tandem. Aliens with tentacles, truly a jackpot. Alright, there's no way that one's real. Alright, there's, next up, I'm addicted to licking my dog's balls. So here's the story. When I was 3 years old. When I was about 3, I was laying and cuddling with my dog, and then I got a sudden urge to lick her booty cheek hole. And I liked the taste. You know, yeah, it tasted like Play-Doh. Oh. I don't know if I can read the rest of that one. Yeah, you can go ahead and read that for yourself. That one's actually crazy. So far, these are good. So far, these are crazy. I nutted on my own face and got caught in the act. I was younger and my family kept everything in the living room, so one night, my friend gave me a porn DVD, and so I waited till I thought everyone was asleep, snuck into the living room, popped that bad boy in, and started jerking, till I had an idea to try to suck my own. Alright. Couldn't reach, so I stayed in that pose till I nutted. Then I set up, clean up, and go to bed, and then I saw my dad standing in the doorway, staring at his son's face covered in his own cum. And just moments before, he was just staring at my ass, wondering where he went wrong. You know, if I had to walk in on that, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I would just cry. I don't know. I don't know what I could possibly do in that position. I feel like I would definitely cause you can't make him feel bad. Thought daughter or gay son type beat. I don't know. Gay son? Wait. Thought daughter. Don't ask me this question. Stop asking me these weird questions. I'm not gonna answer them. I don't know why you asked me that. I used to lie to all my friends just to see who would believe me. When I was in 3rd grade, I believe I used to lie to all my friends, not to seem cool, but just to see who would believe me. It was funny to me even though I knew it was fucked up. For example, I told all my friends I had a dead sister. I would bring it up every time someone would mention death. I don't know if that's trying to seem cool. I think that's more of like, hey, feel bad for me? Hey, yo. Honestly, I do this sometimes too. Like, people will be like, yo, my mom. Or like, people will be like, hey, dude, like, your mom's hot. And I'll be like, yeah, I don't have a mom. Part of it's true, but I say it anyway. So, I mean, it's still a lie, but it's still true. But, like, I'm still lying about the truth. I would also say that she acted like a zombie when she came back alive. Oh. Yes, I told my friend my sister was a zombie. I also used to say I made video games and had a YouTube channel even though I did not. Anyone could have looked up the fake user and seen that it wasn't me. I feel like that's pretty normal. I feel like, especially in the 3rd grade, I'd kind of be like, yo, who's my real friend who's my real friend? Who's my real friend on this one? If you're a real one, you would know that my sister's dead, right? Everyone? Yeah, she's not. She's not fucking dead. Yep, you're fake, you're fake, you're fake. That's what I would do. My friend has a bussy and I want to fuck it. A close friend has an anal canyon. He openly admits to insert pens, carrots, and other object up it. Every time he does, I get a raging stiffy. Oh, yep, no, I think every time he does, I get a raging stiffy and want to lick it up and stick my micro penis inside. Is that real? This can't be real. I mean, some people are into that type of stuff, but like, why'd he like say he puts pens and carrots? I think they're just both gay, right? I think that's not a confession. I think that's something you just keep to yourself. Something you probably just keep to yourself and never tell me anything like that again, probably. But It's cool. I pulled the emergency alarm and blamed it on the quiet girl. When I was in kindergarten, I wanted to see what would happen if I opened the emergency window on the school bus. So one day we were on our way to school and I was sitting in one of the seats near the lever and thought, here's my chance. So I pulled it up, which to my surprise opened the huge ass window and set off the loud ass alarm throughout the bus. Then the bus supervisor lady came to yell at me and the friend I was sitting beside, so I immediately blamed it on the girl sitting in the seat in front of me who was super quiet and really never spoke to anyone, including the teachers. This happened like 17 years ago. I still feel bad. I feel like that's not something you should feel bad about. You know, everyone's curious. I would probably do the same thing. I mean, did she get in trouble? It's her fault if she didn't say anything, right? Right? Was it cool? Was it cool as shit? Yeah, I would probably jump out. I would probably jump out and Mission Impossible roll out of the bus on the freeway. This one's dangerous. This one's scary, and when I was little, I used to sniff people's behinds when they bent over. I was 8 when I recognized it was morally wrong. I feel so bad these poor people bent over in front of me. So it's just that is it. There's no story behind it. It took him 8 years before he knew it was wrong. 8 years of booty sniffing. He probably should have went to the dog pound after that one. I would send it straight to the dog pound because that's only for dogs. I hate when dogs sniff butts all the time. You know what? You know what's funny about this one? I'm so excited about this one. I pretended to be demon possessed to get out of being grounded. 8 years ago, my parents were both Christian and 12-year-old me was still on the fence. One day, they got into a fight with me over being on my phone too much and were going to take it away, and I was very addicted to my phone, so I banged my head on the table and then told my parents a demon had possessed me, and now I have seen the light and converted to Christianity. They believed me and even played a worship song celebrating the occasion. Now I'm 20 and I regret being so manipulative. You know, I feel like that's not manipulation at all. I feel like you just have to spend the rest of your life being Christian, and I would not do that. I would not play that lifelong joke. Or you can get out of it in a year and be like, yo, I'm not Christian, screw this, or whatever. But funny story about this. When I was in about 6th grade, I guess I was the weird kid. Maybe, probably. I had like 3-4 friends over, and this is an embarrassing story if these 3 or 4 friends are still like, I've been in touch like recently with these friends. So one time during my birthday party, I just moved to this school, so I invited these friends over to stay the night, and I don't know how it happened, but like I would roll my eyes back and like run at them super aggressively. I don't know why they believed me and why I did it in the first place, but it still worked. You know, they would scream around and they would run around screaming, and I'd be like, yo, this is so fun, like people are scared of me, like I'm a fucking weirdo. And that's not the first like occasion, which is actually crazy because it also happened, one of the same friends invited me to their birthday parties, weirdly enough. And so after I got invited to them, we were like running around the basement and like I would attack them, and it wasn't like tag, because after I got them, I don't know, I don't really know what I would do. I think I might have like bit them. Maybe I bit them. You know, and still to this day they thought I was cool. So I don't really know if they remember that. But yeah, I totally faked that shit. That was not real at all. They probably like look back and they're like, yo, why did I believe that? But whatever. I wiped my butt on the towel while looking at someone's home. My wife and I were looking at a home that we were interested in buying. I had to take a dump in the worst way, so I used the bathroom. Could not find a toilet paper anywhere, so I wiped my ass on a towel and put it back in the rack. I still feel bad for it, even though it was over 10 years ago. We didn't buy the house. I think that is valid. No, why are you going to the bathroom when you're touring a house, though? Actually, one time, I was feeling really smelly while doing a tour of the house, and the shower wasn't working, so I totally used the sink. I totally drenched myself in sink water, and I rubbed myself down in the soap that they had. And then the real estate lady came in, and she's like, yo, what are you doing? And I was butt-ass naked, and you know, that's why I'm on many different lists now. many cool lists. That's my confession. That's my third confession of the day. That didn't actually happen. That'd be funny though. Alright, this one should hopefully be good. Hopefully this one's really good, and hopefully it's really spicy and everything. Bedwetting, a lifetime of soaked sheets and pajamas. Using a throwaway for this, obviously, so a burner account probably. I'm 27 years old and have wet the bed my whole life. Literally, I remember being 10 and not being able to go to the sleepovers because I was scared to wet the bed. Everybody would tell me that it's completely normal for kids my age to still wet the bed and I'd grow out of it. And I believed them. However, fast forward to 16 and I'm still wetting the bed 3 to 4 times a week. So we started making doctor's appointments. I got blood tests, kidney function tests, sleep studies, and anything else they could do. Everything came back perfectly normal in the sense that there's nothing medically wrong with me. From then on, they just said my bladder doesn't communicate to my brain to wake up when my bladder is full. So here we are at 17 years later and still haven't grown out of it. I have good weeks where due to precautions, I may take 1 to 0 reading with 0 to 1 accidents a week, but I still have bad weeks where I wake up 3 to 5 times a week. I have a girlfriend and we've lived together for 2 years and she's obviously aware. I feel like if you went to doctors and it was normal and they said like nothing's wrong with it, I don't know, I would still go to a doctor. I don't think that's really normal. I don't know. I still wet the bed and I'm 20. I wet the bed every night probably. You know what? I crazy enough, I have another crazy story about wetting the bed. When I was younger, probably about like 10, I used to stay at like my grandparents' house a lot. And one night I wet the bed and she like beat the fuck out of me. She's like, yo, you wet the bed, like I'm sick of you. I'm like, yo, I didn't mean to. Yo, the toilet in my dream looked good. The toilet in my dream looked usable. All right, and I used it. I used the toilet in my dream and I regretted it. I regretted it after I got my ass whooped by my grandma. And I don't think that was normal for me. I think I'm still traumatized by that. And to this day, I wet the bed every single day. So, joke's on her. Joke's on her, I do it in her bed. Pause. Wait. You know what? I think we should probably call it a day. I'm kind of getting sleepy as it is almost 10 o'clock at 10 o'clock at night. Close enough to midnight. And I'm exhausted. One weird infection actually is the fact that you haven't subscribed yet, probably. So you should probably subscribe. And if you want more, subscribe again. Actually, don't subscribe again, you'll probably unsubscribe. So just stay subscribed and like this video. Peace.